Welcome to this demo to show how to produce a live event in Microsoft Teams. So to get started, go to your calendar and select the drop-down top right and Live Event. From the panel that pops up, tap in a title for your live event and set the date and time. Now if you're a solo presenter, you don't need to do anything, but if you want other people to actually present this session with you, for example an outside presenter or somebody else within school, you can add the presenter's email address here. If you have a presenter who's outside school, make sure you tick off this box, and it's worth double checking with Help Desk to make sure that that's enabled at that point. Okay, click Next when ready. You finish off the process with other settings related to your event. If you need to make your event available to anyone with a link, such as external students, then click off Public. Then scroll down to the next set of settings and set these things up. It's a good idea to have the recording available. That means anyone who arrives at the session late will be able to watch from the beginning. You can also set up automatic captions which generate automatically as you speak. You can select an attendee engagement report, and this will give you a list of everybody who attends the session if they've signed in using Teams. The final thing to tick off is a Q&A. More on that later. Okay, click Schedule. And once the session is created, you can click here to produce an attendee link. Or just scroll down and copy the link from here as you would for a normal live meeting. This can then be publicised to anyone who wants to join the event. But when you're ready to run the event, click Join. And this appears to be the same as joining a normal Teams meeting. But when you click Join Now, things change. Now this is the presenter screen, and you'll notice that we are pre-live. This means that anyone trying to watch the event will get a message, as you can see here, the live event hasn't started. Now you have a choice of full screen content, single source, or having content on the left. And this is really useful if you want to have your webcam visible and also content on the side. Now for this demo, I'm going to be using this PowerPoint deck here. And as we've said before, it's a really good thing to pop up to the slideshow menu, set up slideshow, and just tick the second option down here on the top left, browsed in an individual window. The reason for this is that it will start within a window so you can control where that is on screen rather than going full screen. So back in the Teams live event control panel, I can press share just like I would on a normal Teams meeting and select the PowerPoint window as the focus window to broadcast from. And once that content is selected, I can then click on it and it will go into this preview window. This allows you to set up a new shot and then send that to the live broadcast. So before we start, we want to do that. And our presentation is now also live. So here in this browser window, I've accessed the link, and the students can either sign in using their Microsoft account or join anonymously. And the students will see this holding screen until we press Start. And when we press Start, a little warning, and there will be a kind of 10-second or so delay between what you're actually broadcasting and that actually appearing on the live broadcast. Now, because we ticked Q&A, the students will have this live event Q&A appearing on the right-hand side. The students can click to ask a question, and they'll see a list of their questions under My Questions. To the left, you'll see Featured, which at the moment is empty. Now, popping back to the presenter screen, you can press the Q&A, and that will show live any questions that come through. You can click and select a private reply, which will come through immediately to the viewer on this side. You can also decide to publish a question. As soon as a question is published, it disappears from the New section and goes into Published. For all of the viewers, they will see that question now as a featured question. And the general idea is, as you're presenting, if you see a question that's relevant, feature it, and encourage the viewers to look at the featured questions first before posting their own questions. Viewers can like a question, which gives you an idea of the importance of every question, and you'll see how many thumbs up that question has received. So if you're busy presenting, you can go to the New section at the very end, and just go through the questions and just dismiss any repeated questions. And finally, once you're complete, you can press the End button, and that will cancel the stream for everyone watching live. Again, notice that doesn't cancel the stream live at the other end because they're always watching a few seconds behind. There are loads of really good YouTube videos out there explaining more about the process, but I hope this one has been useful.